Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm so excited to show you guys an update of our south garden. We've had a few changes in this garden since the last video update. So if you haven't had a chance to see that one, make sure you go back to our channel and check it out. And while you're there, make sure you like and subscribe and follow along with your notifications on for more videos. But let's get started on our south garden here. This here is our cucamelon. He has been growing quite a bit, but here where we are in Alberta, it's been pretty cool the last couple weeks, so he hasn't grown quite as much as we were hoping, but we are starting to see some decent sized little cucamelons starting to develop down towards the bottom and up his vines. So he is starting to grow, and still hopeful that we're going to get to actually try those cucamelons this year for everyone in the family. After our cucamelon, we've got our chive. He's just kind of hanging out. That guy's already been cut back completely to the ground once this year when he went to flower, and he'll be ready to be cut back again soon. And during that cutback, we will be saving a bunch of that chive, either through freezing processes or dehydrating, a few different ways. And then after our chive, we've got our first trellis. And on this trellis, we have a heirloom melon, so a cantaloupe melon trying to grow here. No signs of an actual melon on him, but that's okay. He's quite pretty to look at, and we're just going to kind of let him grow and do his thing. We might get a melon still, who knows? Still hopeful. And if it's kind of higher up, we'll have to make him a little net or something so that he can hang in, so that he's safe. Oh, we've also got a bee on there, so that's a good sign that maybe we still have a chance of getting a melon. We just need him to do the pollination for us. And then after those there, our cantaloupe, we've actually got our scarlet runner bean on here as well. So it's got a really nice orangey red flower on it. The hummingbirds really like these, and we do see a hummingbird around. So that's a nice bonus, and it is great for the pollinators as well. Eventually, these will develop into long reddish purple beans, and then we'll harvest those beans so that we can plant some more next year and be able to grow the vines again, because they do make beautiful flowers. After our couple vines, we've got some black crimp tomatoes here. We've got a couple that are starting to change color. Over the last few nights, we've actually been lucky enough to get some rain, which is great, but that has also been a bit of a shock for some of our tomatoes because it's been more than we're used to. So we are seeing a little bit of splitting on a few, but nothing that is like super worrying. And they look pretty happy. Since our last update, we also pruned a bunch of these back and tried to stick them into their cages more so that they were more held up off the ground, because these tomatoes are quite large and that makes them quite heavy. And then after our three tomato plants there, we've got our couple different types of peppers, mostly jalapenos. In this first planter here, we've got lots of jalapenos. Some are starting to be quite the nice size, and we have gotten to harvest some already. They do have a good kick to them, so they're a little bit spicy like they're supposed to be, so we're really pleased with that. And then in behind those jalapenos, we also have a whole bunch more, and they are also developing some jalapenos on them. Not quite as big of the jalapenos as the ones on the front, but they're still a nice size. So really pleased with those, and we're really looking forward to being able to do one great big harvest from all of those so we can make some jams and jellies and things like that. And then after that, we've got our chili peppers in this next planter. We've got some really nice looking chili peppers developing in there, some really big ones on that first plant. So now we just have to wait for these guys to become a bit deeper in color, start to turn red, and then we'll be able to harvest them and then make chili powder and chili flakes and things as that manner. So that's what we'll be doing with those once they're ready. Really looking forward to those. Might even be able to make a chili paste if we get enough of them. We'll have to wait and see how many chili peppers we actually get from there. And once they start to turn color, then we'll be able to start harvesting them more as well. And then after those, all our peppers, we've got three more black crimp tomatoes. These ones are quite a bit larger than the first three. They get a bit more sunshine in this section than the first three and less wind. So that really makes a difference here on our property. But we've got some really nice sized tomatoes in here, and they are starting to slowly change color. So like I mentioned, they are a black crim tomato, so they will be like a purplish color and not a red. So that's why you'll see that they're going more of a gray tone instead of an orangey yellow tone as other tomatoes do when they're beginning to come to ripen. After our three tomatoes, we've got our last trellis, and super pleased about how this trellis is growing so far. We've got our watermelon on here, and we've made our little watermelon that we have growing a little net so that he's got some support. So that's pretty important that he's got the support here so that he doesn't break that vine and start to tumble down, because we do not want that to happen. And we're just trying to let him grow. We have trimmed back a few of the watermelons, other watermelons that have been yet to be germinated along this vine, and I will continue to do that so that the plant does focus its energy onto this watermelon here. And fingers crossed we still have enough time in our season to get that watermelon. He's been getting quite a bit of water right now. From the research I've done, he needs about an inch of water a week. So he gets quite a bit of water, and we're just going to keep watering him so that he stays happy. And then we've got another set of scarlet runner beans here. This one's been in bloom a little bit longer than the one on the first trellis, but we still have some really pretty blooms here. No beans developing yet, but in the next couple of videos over the next few weeks, you will start to see those start to develop. So we're really pleased with just the overall look of this vine because it's really pretty. And that's pretty much it for our garden tour today. So if you've liked our video today, I really hope you will like, subscribe, and follow along for more videos. And we will see you next time. Bye now.